scripture readings and songs alternatively done through the Bible. Various persons will be touched: Abram, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Micah, Jesus, Peter, Paul, and John. God's love and God's peace. The first lesson is from Genesis in the 12th chapter, and then the 17th chapter selections. Now the Lord said to Abram, "Go from your country and your family and your father's house to the land that I will show you. I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you, and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. In you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." So Abram went, as the Lord had told him, and Lot was with him. Abram took his wife Sarah and his brother's son Lot, and all the possessions that they had gathered, and the persons whom they had acquired in Haran, and they set forth to go to the land of Canaan. God said, "I have made you ancestor of a multitude of nations. I will establish my covenant between me and you and your offspring after you throughout their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be God to you and your offspring." The music is "Rock of My Soul in the Bosom of Abraham." Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, a rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, a rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, oh rock of my soul. So high you can't get over it, so low you can't get under it, so wide you can't get around it, you must come in through the door. Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, oh rock of my soul. And about Jacob in Genesis 28th chapter, selections. Jacob left Beersheba and went toward Haran. He came to a certain place and stayed there for the night, because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones of the place, he put it under his head and lay down in that place. And he dreamed that there was a ladder or stairway set up on the earth, the top of it reaching to heaven. And the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And the Lord stood beside him and said, "I am the Lord, the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and your offspring. Know that I am with you and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you." Then Jacob woke from his sleep and said, "Surely the Lord is in this place. How awesome is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven." Jacob's Ladder, an African-American spiritual. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Followers of the cross. If you love him, why not serve him? Why not serve him? If you love him, why not serve him? Followers of the cross. Everybody stand. Rise, shine, give God glory. Rise, shine, give God
Okay.
Joseph, Genesis, the 37th chapter. Once Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him even more. He said to them, "Listen to this dream that I dreamed. There we were, binding sheaves in the field. Suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright. Then your sheaves gathered around it and bowed down to my sheaf." His brothers said to him, "Are you indeed to reign over us? Are you indeed to have dominion over us?" So they hated him even more because of his dreams and his words. He had another dream and told it to his brothers, saying, "Look, I have had another dream. The sun, the moon, and the 11 stars were bowing down to me." But when he told it to his father and to his brothers, his father rebuked him and said to him, "What kind of dream is this that you have had? Shall we indeed come, I and your mother and your brothers, and bow down to the ground before you?" So his brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. The music is Joseph's Dreams from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Joseph spoke, annoyed his brothers, but what made them mad were the things that Joseph told them of the dreams he'd often had. "I dreamt that in the fields one day, corn collecting time, your 11 sheaves of corn all turned and bowed to mine. My sheaf was quite a sight to see, old and sheaf and tall. Yours were green and second-rate and really rather small. This was not the kind of thing brothers like to hear. It seemed to them that Joseph and his dream should disappear. I dreamt I saw 11 stars, the sun, the moon, the sky, bowing down before my star. It made me wonder why. Could it be that I was born for higher things than you? A post in someone's government, a ministry or two. The dreams were more than crystal clear, the writing on the wall meant that Joseph someday soon would rise above them all. The accuracy of the dreams the brothers did not know, but one thing they were sure about, the dreamer had to go. Moses and the crossing of the Red Sea from Exodus, the 14th chapter selections. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea. The Lord drove the sea back by a strong east wind all night, and turned the sea into dry land, and the waters were divided. The Israelites went into the sea on dry ground, the waters forming a wall for them on their right and on their left. The Egyptians pursued and went into the sea after them. All of Pharaoh's horses and chariots and chariot drivers. At the morning watch, the Lord in the pillar of fire and cloud looked down upon the Egyptian army and threw the Egyptian army into panic. He clogged their chariot wheels so that they turned with difficulty. At the Lord's command, Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and at dawn, the sea returned to its normal depth. As the Egyptians fled before it, the Lord tossed the Egyptians into the sea. The waters returned and covered the chariots and the chariot drivers, the entire army of Pharaoh that had followed them into the sea. Not one of them remained, but the Israelites walked on dry ground through the sea, the waters forming a wall for them on their right and on their left. The song is, "Oh Mary, Don't You Weep," an African-American spiritual. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. I wonder what Satan's grumbling about. He's chained in hell and he can't get out. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. I went down in the valley to pray. My soul got happy and I stayed all day. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. The way people doing is a wide affair, and many they perished there. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. There was a mighty man who came on earth to save. So him we stand the tide in tribulation's way. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Went down to Biloxi, Mississippi, to the Back Bay Mission with my wife and 30 others back in September. And there at the mission, there is a building called the Micah Center, where they minister to the homeless. And their theme is Micah chapter 6, verse 8. And I have put these words to the music shall be coming around the mountain. He has told you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. He has told you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justice and to love, kindness and to walk humbly with your God. He has told you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justice and to love, kindness and to walk humbly with